What's going on, y'all? DA here. I'm just trying to be a contest legend. What I have for you on the channel today is brackets explained. Now, this is a question I see often, whether it's in forums or on Twitter. In other videos, I see people comment or they'll ask the question, what are brackets? Or they'll ask a question related to brackets, such as, how do I go from beginner to veteran? So what I've decided to do, I made this video real quick just to talk about brackets and their benefits and how to help you advance in the game. So the first thing you need to understand is that there are three brackets. There are the beginner's bracket, the intermediate bracket, and the veteran's bracket. The way it's decided which bracket you're in is based upon when you start your account. It's not upon days played, but from day one you create your account, the time is officially ticking. So for the first 30 days, from day 1 to day 30, you'll be in the beginner's bracket. From day 31 until day 60, you'll be in the intermediate bracket. And from day 61 forward, you'll be in the veteran bracket. Now, while you're in the beginner's bracket during your first 30 days, in my opinion, I would suggest that you focus heavily upon doing as best as you can in the arenas. Yes, you want to progress through the story quest. Yes, you want to get involved in your alliance if you find one early enough, but focusing on building your roster through achieving milestones, through getting featured champions in the arenas while you're a beginner is extremely helpful in the long run because it gives you a great foundation moving forward. Now, once you hit the intermediate bracket between day 31 and day 60, it's still a great time to build your roster through the arenas. The cutoffs and the beginners in the intermediate bracket are significantly lower than the veteran bracket. In a minute, I'm gonna go into a few numbers that kind of show you what I'm talking about. But early on, in those first two brackets, you really want to focus heavily on arena and doing as best as you possibly can to get as many rewards as you can to build the best possible team to do better in the future. Hopefully, also within those first 60 days, you find a great alliance. And by great alliance, I just mean one that's almost full as 30 members and everyone's active. Being in an active alliance is essential to your progression in the game. Well, if you want to progress quickly and if you want to get as many rewards as you can. Just as an example, I noticed that during the Alliance Quest events, one of the Alliance events that are going on during the same time is usually node removal. And just from node removal alone, if your Alliance is hitting all the milestones, you get about 2 premium hero crystals. So every day that a new Alliance Quest starts, you have the opportunity, I believe, to get about 2 premium hero crystals just from doing the Alliance Quest. So finding and getting into an active alliance is essential to progressing early on in the game. So the sooner you get into an active alliance, the better off you'll be moving forward. Now, in the veteran bracket, the cutoffs in the arenas are extremely high. In the most recent arena, the cutoff for the 4-star featured champion was a little over 15 million. And that is no easy task. I mean, if you're going to score that high, you're basically not sleeping for an entire weekend. And you won't be able to hit those numbers for some time. On this account, I'm somewhere around day 70-ish, and I'm just barely able to scrape up 1.5 million. Actually, I'll go to the arena screen now just to kind of show you where I am and what I'm focusing on at this point in the game. I just got into the veteran bracket, like I said, at the beginning of the month, and every once in a while I test myself. Way earlier than this, probably about 4 weeks ago, I really tried my hardest to reach the 1.5 million cutoff in the 4-star arena, and I had to play about every minute of every single day during that weekend in order just to hit 1.5 million. I just tried it again in this last arena. I did reach the 1.5 and it was a little bit easier, but it was still too tough for my liking. So what I'm deciding to do is focus more heavily upon the 3-star arena and getting the rewards here. You know, getting all these cutoffs, it happens, you know, really easily. With the roster I have now, I only have about one maxed out 2-star champion, but I have most of them leveled up past about 350 pi. So that allows me to get to an infinite streak and sustain it. And just to show you, my current longest win streak is 112 wins. So that's 112 times 3. You can do the math. How many fights in a row or how many series you have to win. So this is just what I'm focusing on, is just hitting all the milestones. The rank rewards in the 3-star arena, like I said, I'll get into numbers in a second, but by scoring high enough, you can hit the top 200 practically with no problem. But if you're just going for the featured champion, you don't have to score 500,000 in this arena. But in the 4-star arena, you get way more rewards for hitting the milestones. I haven't begun to really get into this one yet. I'll probably do some over the next couple of days. I'll probably just get to about 1 million and cool out, just so I can save myself for the cable arena that's supposed to be coming up within the next week or so. Yeah, and arenas are really a great way to build your roster and just get a lot of champions really quickly. A lot of rewards, a lot of resources. The biggest thing that comes out of arenas, in my opinion, are the battle chips, because from them you'll get gold and units. So you really can't beat that. So I said we're going to talk about some numbers. And in the 3-star arena, as a beginner, if you want the top reward, you're going to have to score about 280,000 points. If you're in the intermediate bracket, that's between day 31 and day 60, you're going to have to score about 430,000. If you're a veteran in the 3-star arena, you're going to have to put about 750,000 to reach the top 200 threshold of the reward structure. Now, these numbers that I just gave you were for the absolute top 200 of 3-star winners. But you don't have to score that high in order to get the featured champion. As I showed you before, in the 3-star arena, even if you score in the top 2 to 10%, you're getting the 3-star featured champion. So again, if you can't stretch that high to that high level threshold to where you're in the top tier, don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself. This game should revolve around your life, not your life around this game. So if you're more focused on the 4-star arena, as a beginner, if you want to hit the top threshold and get the featured champion, you have to score about 1.2 million as a beginner. Now I don't know how people manage that, but they do. I remember when I was a beginner this time, I contacted a couple of guys, a couple of people who scored high in the rankings, just to ask them what their score was. And a couple of people I spoke to, were regularly putting up 1.5 and close to 2 million points as a beginner. So how they did it necessarily, I'm not sure. Whether they put a lot of money into the game and got a few of the champions early on, or they're just super active, so they're constantly getting crystals and crystal shards and building their roster, and they just have a ridiculous number of champions to throw into the arena that early on. But like I said, it's doable. It's just dependent upon whether or not you're willing to commit yourself to doing that. So like I said, as a beginner in the 4-star arena, if you want to reach the top threshold, you're going to need about 1.2. As an intermediate, you can expect to put up between 2 million and about 2.2 million to reach that top threshold. As a veteran, the top tier cutoff for rewards for the top 400 can be anywhere between 7 and 15, 16 million. In this last arena, like I said before, the 4-star featured champion, the cutoff was over 15 million points. Now, I don't expect to reach that level for at least another 8 months, possibly, depending on how life shakes out and how much time I'm able to put into the game. But like I said, it's not easy to reach 15 million, even once you have all maxed out 3-star champions, 20 plus rank 3 level 30 champions who are 4-star, and even 440 champions as a 4-star. It's not easy hitting those numbers. It takes a ridiculous amount of time and energy, and it's an easy way to burn yourself out. So just as a pro health tip, pace yourself. Don't worry about the milestones and the cutoffs that you can't reach right now. If you're just starting out, take your time, learn the game, play the game. It's not a race. Yes, we all want to be good. We want to progress fast. We want to be successful, but don't let the game overtake your life so where you're not sleeping and you're not eating and you're not doing those essential things that you need to do to live. You can go do those things, come back to the game. It's still going to be here. Just take your time and, progress at your own pace. So, as always, when I talk about arena cutoffs and scores, always do what you feel is safe. Always do what you feel is the best thing for you. If you feel like scoring 8 million for a 4-star featured is too low, then go for 8.4. Or if you feel like 8 million is too high, then go for 7.6. Whatever you feel like you want to do, just do that. I'm just a guy here on the internet, trying to make videos about a game that I particularly love right now. And I figured I'd help those who are coming up along the way. So I'm not a professional. Take this advice with a grain of salt. Always do what you feel is safe just because you can't blame me. So I'm going to post a link in the description of this video with arena cutoff estimates for all the tiers, all the rewards. It lists what rewards you get with what scores you might need to put up, depending on what bracket you're in and whether or not you're in a 3 or 4-star arena. So if you like this video and you would like to see more like it, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. And as always, please like and comment on this video if you will. Once again, this is DA. I hope you all have a great day. Be safe, stay warm. Peace.